going on, everybody? Welcome into TV Sports and another RXFL playoff game. The Black Friday sale for PS5 went live yesterday, and we were finally able to purchase Madden 26. I was hoping under $30. It was $35, so took the plunge. We have Madden 26. Played a couple of games with it yesterday. So far, I'm very much enjoying it. I know it's been out for a while, but it's almost like you can't buy games the day of because you need to wait for them to do 6 months worth of patches. So we got it for $30. So far, the little bit that I've played, I've really enjoyed it. Couple of things here or there. You know, I'll talk into Express TV Sports. But we're going to wrap up these RXFL playoff games, and then we're going to transition the RXFL and our Buccaneers franchise over to Madden 26. So we're going to do this early morning stream here. Just woke up, going to do a quick game. No commentary here, but we're going to jump on later today, later in the afternoon, do a full commentary stream for Tampa Bay and Sacramento, the Monday night playoff game. And then we'll be through the first round, and then we'll be on the back end with just 7 RXFL games left. Bust through those, and then we'll move over to Madden 26. So thanks again for joining us here. Enjoy this one, and we'll be back later for a full live commentary stream with you guys.
The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Lumberjacks and the Voyagers on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Coming up tonight, as we close another Sunday of football, we have a fantastic matchup for you between the visiting team and the home team. Alongside Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and the NFL playoffs are finally upon us. We don't know who the teams will be just yet, but one thing we do know, partner, whoever makes it through to the end of the gauntlet ahead has truly earned a spot in... Two of the 7 contenders for the Lamar Hunt Trophy are set, and we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And leading them out, someone playing at a high level over a decade after entering the league. He's got a Super Bowl to his name. It's Russell Wilson.
Kate, Russell Wilson's one of the NFL's most experienced quarterbacks. He's also one of the winningest quarterbacks, even with a couple bumps in the road in Denver. Remember, over that decade in Seattle with Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom, there wasn't a quarterback that won more games in the history of the league over the first 10 years. 9 times to the Pro Bowl as well. Put a supporting cast around him, give him a run game and a defense, and Russell Wilson still knows very well how to play this game.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. They'll go again with Davis. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Now Wilson on the play fake. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Pass taken in by Diggs. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that gives them the first. Working inside the red zone. Caught near the goal line. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal. Davis. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Going right back to Davis. Goes up and over for the touchdown. The Lumberjacks finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So they come on offense now, ready for their opening drive. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite and the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
Airing it out to start this drive. Dump off caught by his back. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back, I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And he's going to work his way almost to midfield. That's stopped at the 48. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1. From the 48. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Here's a throw. He's on the move. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Throwing the out route complete. It's a gain of 12 there. And it'll give him a first down. Now their opening drive certainly going according to plan, Brock. It's a new set of downs at the 27. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. Runs into traffic and hits a wall, no gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. They go play action here. Brought in close to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
They'll try and punch it in. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Going ground game again here. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. So the holding backs him up. They'll try to get that back and then some on 2nd and goal. Looking for a throw here. Catch is made in close. He has the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ball game.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when he can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Starting from the 5. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. They're out and set, 1st and 10. On the handoff, here's Davis. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's Thomas, he's got it. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. First down, here's Russ. Chased out to his right. And this throw is knocked away, incomplete.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Russ now from the gun. Taking his shot, deep down the field it goes. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Russ is cooking again. Caught by Diggs. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, you need to make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Welcome back. We're all set to start the 2nd. Offense already out to resume its drive. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll give him a 1st down.
Pretty obvious, this defense, they need more people around the line of scrimmage. But the minute you do that, Kate, start opening up those throwing lanes. This is how balance takes apart a defense.
And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. They bring the pressure, and down he goes! And that pushes him back, 3rd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. And you're just kind of waiting. Well, you just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Here he is on 3rd and long. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. He's one of the greatest to do. It's Justin Tucker on for the field goal. This from 40 on the right hash. And that one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And the score remains knotted 7-all.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Throwing it to start this drive. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Lucky that didn't end as an interception. And now they face 2nd down. He's dropping back to throw. Escapes the pocket. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
A little bit of chaos, right? I mean, play breaks down, trying to find a connection and get on the same page, just couldn't do it. I'll tell you this, though, and what I do like is you live to play another down. You don't risk the interception, and you throw it out of bounds.
Laporta pulls it in along the sideline. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. 1st and 10 from the 41. Running it now out of the gun. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 + 4 + 4 equals a 1st down.
Completed over the middle. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
His goal's pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward and then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down. So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing from the gun here. Touchdown! So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Voyagers break that tie and now lead by 7. Following a touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. His return starts at the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Lumberjacks and this running back headed back out for a new series. It's a touchdown ball game right now, Brock. 14-7 as they start this possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Davis takes it straight ahead. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. That play cleaned up by Matt Milano. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wilson now from the gun. Throw reeled in by Thomas. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Voyagers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
The best defenses, you can go look at it through the decades, are built from the inside out. And that's not just stopping the run on the inside out. That's playing your coverage from the inside out. That time, beautiful job by the defense of taking away the middle of the field, getting that interception, and setting their offense up for success.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap. They're going to throw. On the move, headed right. That one's complete, right side. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They have themselves another 1st and 10. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. 2nd and 4. Caught by Flowers. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from British Columbia. The Voyagers pushing for points. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This throw is caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field.
And it's caught. Touchdown! The Voyagers grow their lead just before halftime. Zay Flowers, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
That one splits the uprights. And the Voyagers double their lead to 14. Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Kickoff taken at the 3. He stopped on the return at the 27. But we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Wilson on 1st and 10. That's complete to Diggs on the slant. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They motion the tight end over. First down throw from Wilson. Ooh, almost a throw to Costin. Defender had it in his hands, but he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Ross off the play fake. And he'll be take him down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Once more, it's Wilson. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually, so 2nd down coming up.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. Got to secure the pick before anything else.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. He won't get it there. Defender finds a throw and breaks it up.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Passing struggles, bleeding over from that last play. He's forced to get rid of this one.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on down.
Well, this one never had a chance. Between the pressure right there in his face and the coverage downfield, quarterback still should have at least thrown it up there and given somebody an opportunity to make a play.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Buys time, rolling right. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 2nd and 3 now. From the 47. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see 3rd down. Pass play coming here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that makes this a 3-score game.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's the half in this opening round AFC postseason matchup. Now we'll head back across the world's longest border to Orlando. Let's hear from Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. This, the last of our 3 games on this Wild Card Sunday. Again, one more to follow tomorrow night as we wrap up an exhilarating 3 days of Super Wild Card Weekend.
The rest of the league can wait. We'll see how they're faring later. Our focus, it's on these 2 teams as we skip halftime and get right back to this contest. With this kick, we're back underway. A spot in the divisional round on the line. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Voyagers headed. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing from the gun. Dumped off to his running back. He's contained at the line for no gain. Mike Hilton getting up there for the tackle. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Pass play now. Completed to Flowers. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that'll be a first down. They'll run it from the gun. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Back to the well again. And that plunge is going to garner a couple of yards. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 39. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll give him a first down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Laporta with the grab. He's got a gain of 6 there. Brought down on the effort by Quinion Mitchell.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. They send a receiver in motion right. First down, and they go right back to him. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his right. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Rock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react.
Pushing for the end zone, and he lost the football. It's not loose. Scooped up by the defense.
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. That pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play. No one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard, and it's that type of effort the coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
This offense getting all set for this series. They're coming off a 4th down try that didn't work in their favor. Let's see how that might affect the approach they take this time out. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff here to Davis. And this buys him some much-needed breathing room up across the 5. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Digs there to bring it in. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. All set up now for 1st and 10. Davis up the middle. And he'll have it up across the 20 on a decent pickup there. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Russ now from the gun. He's on the move. That's Thomas. He's got it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Can't connect over the middle. It's incomplete. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. So that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again is Russ. Pass taken in by Diggs. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. Russ is cooking again. And a man is there to knock that away.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
Running out of the gun with Davis. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun, it's Wilson. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Russ setting to throw. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Play action, it's Wilson. He's going deep. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Lumberjacks start the second half with some needed points. Wow, just fantastic work there. Tiptoeing along the back line. The concentration was there. Great catch for 6.
Yeah, the concentration and the body control. I don't know how these receivers do it in this day and age. There's no space to work with, yet they have such an awareness to secure it first, to tap dance the line, and go get that touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Lumberjacks cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. This offense ready to get going again now. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. On first down, they'll run. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Chased out to his right. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Now was Zay Flowers the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. They'll try and throw it here. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
And that one goes for a gain of 11. And they'll have first down. They give it to him again. But he could only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
1 quarter to go, Brock, and we'll see who can earn the wild card win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's a handoff. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8. He's going to throw this one. And it's incomplete, so that's going to bring up 4th down. Now out comes the field goal unit as they try this one. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. One of the league's elder statesmen knocks it through. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Has this at the 6. And look at this return. A little revenge there from the coverage team after they gave up a pretty nice return. Here comes their offense out again. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Ball at the 33 for first down. Wilson out of the pistol. Finds him on the crossing route. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Big gain, 14 on the play. And they're going to have a first down. Wilson now from the gun. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. They've got a man in motion. Throwing again on second down, Wilson. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Once more, it's Wilson. Complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. Wilson to throw again. Escapes the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Voyagers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game. Hang on now. Looks like we've got an injured player out there and in need of some aid. So we'll step away briefly as they work on him. From the 44-yard line now, first and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. You're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Back to throw. He's on the move. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Jukes out a one-stop. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. Another carry for him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
And there was really nowhere to go there. Just a small push to the 37. So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This a 54-yarder. Online, but not enough juice. It's no good short. And their lead will remain at 13.
Really, Kate, that miss doesn't change a whole lot about the game management here. The only thing it does is provide a bit more momentum for the offense running out in need of 2 quick scores.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. The Lumberjacks and Russell Wilson headed back to the field now. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. 2nd and 1. He lofts one deep, center of the field. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Back now, pressure on its way. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Those third and short blitzes, you just want chaos. You just want to disrupt the clock and the timing of everybody offensively, and the defense got the job done.
And they won't do it. That ball's incomplete on fourth down.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in four-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll run here on first down. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Here's a give up the middle. Pushing for the red zone. And he's going to get it down to the 18-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And they needed more than one defender there. Powerful runner, stop for just 1 yard. So after the 2-minute warning, another stoppage here. The defense is calling time, 1:55 to go. The give here on second. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. One of the tight ends in motion left. Here's a handoff up the gut. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 2 yards to the pickup. They're going to be left with 4th and 4. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
That kick, well, it throws a roadblock up on some of the remaining avenues to get back in this game and really leaves only one remaining. It's going to take 2 touchdowns if they want a shot at it. We know those odds, they're getting pretty long.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The offense getting set to go. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Wilson on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. And he's brought down at the line.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often you...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
All right, guys, TV Sports jumping back in here. There you go, the Vancouver Vipers, who played in arguably the worst division in the RXFL. A home playoff game, a division champ at 9-8, have knocked off the Portland Lumberjacks, a rare home playoff win. We've seen a lot of road teams win. And a lot of question marks for Portland, as you got to believe, again, we're going into Madden 26 after this, and we're going to do the redraft. Every team is going to get a new draft. It's going to be part of our Patreon, patreon.com/tvsports27. Is that going to be the end of Russell Wilson as a starter in the RXFL? Because this is Madden 26 Russell Wilson. This is Steelers-Giants Russell Wilson that we're looking at here. this could be the end of the road for Portland. Another disappointment again, looking like the Ann Arbor from the RFL of the RXFL. A 15-win year 2 years ago, going out in the conference championship game. A 9-win year last year, losing to Orlando in the wild card, and then another wild card defeat with a 11-win team here. Fran Tarkenton company, they get it done. And we're going to look at the stats, but that is going to do it for right now. Join us. Come back in the afternoon. We're going to do full live commentary to wrap up the wild card round, the Tampa Bay Mutiny, the Sacramento Rumble. We'll do it right here on YouTube for you guys. We'll be through the wild card round. Then we'll have 7 more playoff games to go. The 4 divisional, the 2 conference championships, and the Ultra Bowl before we make the jump over to Madden 26 and do the complete redraft. So thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you later on this afternoon for Tampa Bay and Sacramento on Monday Night Prime Time.